Am I the asshole? For insisting my sister buy my son a new PlayStation? My 10-year-old son got a PlayStation for Christmas. My 4-year-old nephew stuck a piece of ham in the disc part and tried to turn it on. He also dropped a controller on the hard floor, damaging it very slightly. The PlayStation is okay, but I rather my sister buy my son a new one and take this one. My sister said I was being ridiculous and that one is still fine. I told my sister unless she buys it I'm not having them over again. Husband used to work at Geek Squad in college. The amount of times I've heard well 0 is the acceptable amount of rice in a charge port. During warranty claims. I guarantee that 0 is the acceptable amount of ham in the disk drive at Sony. Not the asshole. Imagine something goes wrong in the next year for any reason, you RMA it, tech opens it up and finds a tiny piece of ham. Return denied, even if the fault were to be unrelated to the ham incident. I would certainly not let her bring her kid over unless she supervises kid every frigging minute. Nta. I wouldn't allow them over. Because they've shown you that if they damage your property when at your home, they won't take accountability. Not the asshole. I agree that the sentiment should be you and your son aren't allowed in my home, until you are prepared to watch your child. This is more a parenting fail on her end. She should be watching her child. Mom, here son, here's a piece of ham. Now go run and play. Not the asshole. What would your sister's response be if her son damaged public property or something expensive inside a store because she wasn't keeping an eye on him? Oh, I'm not paying for that, he's a kid, it happens, yay, see how well that works. Not the asshole. She can't parent her kid enough for them to not touch break things that don't belong to them, these are the consequences. Why is a 4-year-old walking around with ham and the controller to an expensive game? Even a 4-year-old knows not to put food into the slot of a piece of plastic metal equipment. Sounds like he needs supervision. Not the asshole. Even if she pays, I wouldn't like to have someone who clearly can't control their children's mischief, or at least survey they don't destroy others' belongings. Who was supposed to be watching the 4-year-old? That is the person responsible for any damage he caused. This is why you can't leave them unsupervised. Not the asshole. Don't invite them over anymore. Your sister's son will continue to damage people's property and be banned from their homes or even sued. The PlayStation make work fine now or beyond, but it can mess up. What kind of ham? Not the asshole. Sister needs to control the kid. Not the asshole. When your child damages something, it is your responsibility to replace it. She should have been keeping a better eye on him. Not the asshole. But what you should have done is told your sister that she just bought her 4-year-old son a PlayStation 5. See if you can go on one of those televised Judge Judy type shows, because the consolation is that the show pays the damages. I cannot with all these YTSOMFG. The only people who vote that are ignorant de poops. Not the asshole. She needs to grown up and be responsible for her son. She owes you a new PlayStation. Stand firm. Cockroaches already love hiding inside a nice warm console, but now there's ham. If they hadn't found his console before, they may now, and ew, gross. Info. What do you mean put ham in the disk drive? For science, I just tried to see if my PS5's disk drive would accept a slice of ham. It would not. Not the asshole. My younger sibling put a PBJ in a VCR at that age. It's the parent's responsibility to supervise them or replace what they damage. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. All well and good till the ham juice simultaneously corrodes something and voids the warranty. Not the asshole. Sony's warranty won't cover either based on what happened. Not the asshole. And the people saying you're the asshole are frankly a bit mad. Not the asshole. It works fine now, but if it breaks in a week from ham juice damage, where to type out she won't take responsibility because time has passed. Also, it was his Christmas gift, he didn't damage it and he should get to enjoy an undamaged, new toy. Not the asshole, and she needs to teach her kids some basic manners. My 4-year-old would have never done some dumb shit like that. Not the asshole. I told my sister unless she buys it I'm not having them over again, a reasonable solution. Not the asshole, she should at the very least buy a new controller and repair the PlayStation. Fair enough, not the asshole. Not the asshole, the parents absolutely need to be responsible for a little being destructive. Not the asshole. The controller would have been different, you can just replace that. But ham in a disk drive is wild and can have long-term effects with liquid, sugar, and particles etc. I would want a new PlayStation if this happened to my brand new one. Not the asshole, your sister is responsible for her children and any damage they might cause. AITA, that child desecrated your pristine PS5 with ham. She should buy you a new one. You lot voting YTA are out of your damn minds. Classic AITA. Not the asshole because something can easily go wrong later, she needs to control her son. AITA, may work fine now. However it'll break if juice got into it. Make her get a new one. Not the asshole. A 4-year-old is definitely old enough to know not to stick a piece of ham into a video game console. She needs to take responsibility for his actions. Not the asshole. Her kids effectively voided the warranty if they find ham in there. Moreover, you get to draw the lines in your own place. If it were me, I'd take the kid never being in my place again as its own reward. You broke it, you bought it. She should have to replace it and she should stay out of your house until she learns as to watch her own kid. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Her child seems like a menace, I wouldn't let them over again either way if I was in your situation. Assuming it's the new PlayStation 5, the disk drive is removable. You can compromise by having her buy a new disk drive. I have an autistic kid and as a result I watch him like a hawk whenever we're over at someone else's house. You're responsible for anything your kid breaks, it's why you're a parent and not a babysitter. Not the asshole. If you bought it at Walmart, exchange it. Don't mention the ham. Just say it's causing the games to glitch. Not the asshole. For all the YTA, I hope someone breaks into your house and puts ham in your Blu-ray PlayStation Xbox disk drive.